morning. Welcome to the class this day 3 of our 5-day, hopefully 5-day lockdown. On Saturday, I did a class that was full legs with obviously a little bit of tummy and back. Today we're going to be doing focus on the core, but mostly via the waist with a little bit of a tummy and back as well. So lots of sides. So we're going to spread the toes and have your ankles, knees and hips stacked on top of one another. We want to make sure that our breathing is really correct before we get into the exercises. So hands onto your lower belly. Let's take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now keep this going in through the nose. I'm just going to move the screen down because I think it's a little bit high and you can't really see the bottom part of me. In through the nose. And when you breathe out, you feel the stomach move in. Hands a bit higher, breath in. And sighing out. We'll go for one more and then we'll get into movement with breathing. Breath in. As you exhale, you bring your arms down. Now inhale, arms rising up. Exhale, take the arms to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms rising up. And then exhale, bring the arms straight down. Come up onto the balls of the feet, arms lift up. So I just heard on the news that they said we've only got one local case today, so that's good. Inhale, arms come forward. Just want to know the details of it. So I guess after we finish this, we can go and listen where they are, where that one person is. And if it's related, bend the knees down, arms come down, and just stay there in the legs. Arms on their own, inhale up. Now the kids in Ramiro have just gone over to practice riding the bike again. If you were here on Saturday with me, don't despair. There was nothing that happened to Anna when I heard her crying. Apparently she just did pee in the wrong place. Inhale up, come down a little bit more into those legs, arms come down. So I just said to her today, tell puppy when you're going to go to do a bush pee this time. Exhale to the side. So there was no falling off bikes, thankfully. Inhale forward, exhale to the side. Inhale, arms rising up. Come down a little bit further into those legs. And we'll just do that one more time. And then we'll get into some of our side stuff. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms come forward. So like I did mention on Saturday as well, we're doing a different body part each of these lockdown days just to keep it varied and come down a little bit more. But you have, anyone that wants to request a body part, let me know. I'm more than happy to do what you want. So listen, my legs are now a little bit wider than hip width distance apart, so that's what you want to do. You want to think about always, when you're breathing out, the stomach moving in, just like we set up there. Arms can be crossed over the chest or they come up. Take a breath in. We're moving to the right, exhale in. Hold to breathe in, see? ¿Y qué de parte abajo? Dile Dewey. Hold breath in, and then come on down again. Hold to breathe in. Instead, the car park is busy where they're going to go ride their bike, so you're going somewhere else. Come on down. Hold breath in, and then come up. So I have an option for you now. So this time when you go down, you're going to push your hip out to the left side. So you're pushing quite as far as you can while keeping your arms going down. Hold breath here, and then come up. And that's going to make it a little bit more intense in the left waist. Come on down, exhale, pushing the hip out. Hold to breathe in, and then come back up. So really take your time with this. And just to let you know, team, tomorrow morning I'll be teaching in Spanish. Tomorrow afternoon, as usual, will be English. But then Wednesday morning I'll be doing back in English again, and Wednesday afternoon English as well. And then hopefully we get to go back to the gym on Thursday. But we don't know anything yet, do we? A couple more. I'll be here Friday morning anyway as well, as usual. And come on up. We're going to just do one more like that, please. Breath in. Come on down. Now, I know your arms are probably a little bit sore, but I'm going to keep them up. So listen, no hip movement. Take a breath in. Move to your left without pushing your hips out just yet. Keep the arms narrow. Hold breath in, and then come up. Now, you want to think about this. You don't want to be tilting your body downward. Your body's going on a lateral plane, so it's going sideways. So if you need that little adjustment, if you can see yourself in a mirror, have your bottom shoulder come slightly forward, top shoulder go slightly back. That will help. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come up. I'm going to do one more like that, and then we're going to include that hip pushing out towards the right. Hold breath in and then come back out of it. So here we go, breath in, come on down, push the hip on out. Hold to breathe in and then come back up. Hold here, breathing in, come on down. And the breath is really crucial. I guess now with our lockdown, you're at home, you don't even need to worry about who you're breathing on, right? So do your breathing nice and deep. That fogging up the mirror. So not a pursed lips. Keeping the lips relaxed, the breath comes from deep down in the belly. Hold breath in, come back up. Just 2 more like that, and then the arms will definitely get a break. Hold, come on up. And just 1 more like that. Then we'll get into some balancing though. But our arms will have a mini relax. So right now we can bring our arms down and just bring our legs in and just do some shoulder rocks, loosen it out a bit. So we are going to bring the arms back up, but this is a variety of different balances, not just doing all the same thing with stars and stars and stars. This is a tree pose, but with a lean. So I want the arms narrow, but not touching. And then you're pushing your hip over to the right, left, and your arms are moving to the right. So this is giving our waist a stretch, at the same time as really testing us balance-wise. Keep pushing the knee out. A few more breaths. So come on, bring the arms down, we'll switch. So now it's our left leg on top. Arms come back up into the narrow position, but not touching like we usually do, and then push ourselves over. So everything we're going to do today is focusing on waist, right? 2 more. So come on up, bring our arms down, step onto the left leg, and then arms come back up into our star. This time what we're going to do is just turn ourselves. We did this on Saturday. And so we've got ourselves on a bit of a lean with this star. As you're breathing out, feel the tummy moving in. And if you want, have a quick feel with your right hand. Yeah, nice and solid. So that's what we're working, right? 3 more breaths. So bring the arms to the side and then switch all the way up, lifting up, and then we turn and just stay here. The shoulders relaxed. Hope you had a nice, safe weekend. We went yesterday to visit the kangaroos and to try and find our platypus friend, but we went a little bit later in the morning, so platypus friend wasn't there. Bring it in, bring the arms down, but we did see our kangaroo friends. Bring our right foot in, knees come together, arm lifts. You can stay at this level or tip through into the dancer's pose with me. Oopsie, try not to go too fast like I just did, otherwise you'll lose your balance. Keep pulling that foot up, pushing the foot into the hand. And focus on that nice deep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just 2 more breaths here. I'm going to switch out of that one. Go to the other side. So our knees stay together, our arm lifts, staying here, or if you want more, keep pulling through. We're lucky that the kangaroos are so close to home. Really lucky, beautiful area that we live in, really. It's a bit of more, a lot of morons, people that don't want to wear their masks. There's too many of those people in this area. 2 more. And come on out of that. On my morning walk this morning, pleased to say that nearly everyone had theirs on. Bring our right foot in, just a normal tree now. So that means you can have your hands down either at your heart, your third eye, or we're lifted. Remember to relax the shoulders, keep your arms straight. And then if you want more, take your eye gaze up, but that's only an option, okay? You don't have to do this. 4 more breaths. We're going to switch sides. Now listen team, in a moment, we're going to come onto our knees. So after we finish this tree, if you don't have a soft mat, you might want to get a blanket or a cushion or something to put onto your knees, because we're going to be on our knees for a while to get into all of our side stuff. Just remember to keep on separating your toes, keep pushing the knee out. 4 more here. So we'll get into balance again later on, but for now, let's come onto our knees. So I'm just going to move myself up a bit. And I'm not going to come too far forward, because I don't want to cut my head or my body off. Let's see if I can get it right for a change. Maybe. Let's see if I've got it right. Yay, head's not cut off. And the knees are in the screen. I usually get it wrong. So I'm actually going to get us to turn side on, just so you can see side on. And I'm even going to fold my top mat again, so I've got more padding for my knees. Knees are a bit wider than hips. So what we're going to do, hands away our shoulders, and we're going to come back. All right? So we're just coming back. But what's going to happen is you're going to come back, twist one way, and then you're twisting the other way. And you'll see that this gets really intense into your waist. It's obviously different body parts as well. You've got your back having to work, you've got your hamstrings working, so your quadriceps and your tummy. But this twisting motion makes you a little bit more intense in the waist area. Keep coming like that. So hopefully those knees are going okay for you, team. Do one more each way, and then we are going to stay down. So go back straight without the twist and stay on the low part. So what we're doing now is we're twisting, come to the center, twist the other way. We're going side to side. See how the hips stay pushed forward? That's what we want to go for. Do 4 more. And we're going to do everything but a bit of a reverse action. Breath in and come on up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tip forward. And our feet will probably want to lift. And all we're doing is twisting forward, and then we're twisting back. So again, the waist is working. But now we're working more in the back as well as in the waist. And don't you worry, I'll get into our sideways stuff that's just on the lateral plane shortly. Let's go for 4 more. Now I wanted to test this one. I was thinking about it in the bed. So we're going to go long and twist. This is what I do when I can't sleep. Think about different exercises for Pilates. That's not true. I often stress about the planet. But this last night, I was definitely thinking about some twisty sort of exercises. Let's go for 4 more. Very intense in that waist and the back. All right, so let's come on up out of that and just bring your arms down. You can shake them out. I'm going to open my mat back out and I'm going to face you guys again. And we're going to get into some more intense side stuff. So we're going to start with the right waist. So have your right knee underneath your hip and then your left leg is out. Now these moves get progressively more challenging. So it starts pretty easy. So you've got your arm up. If you need to fold your mat a little bit more for your knee, do so. Hand onto your your straight left leg. Breath in, move down, exhale. Now you can't see my arm, but it's straight, okay? Inhale, come up. Exhale and lower it down. And each exercise we hold about 8 to 10 different ones. Sometimes more, sometimes less. I get distracted with all the talking. but we're generally always even by the end, okay? Just do 2 more, and then we're going to bring that leg back in. So the leg comes in, arm goes up. Legs are a bit wider than hip width distance. Arms stay narrow. Breath in to the left, exhale. This time we hold to breathe in and come up. So that first exercise was faster. Hold breath in, same way we exhale down. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. So hold breath in, come on down. So my mama's and Bubba's class had just started. Getting used to those babies, and tomorrow I'm missing them. Obviously, I'm missing my other gym classes too today, but that's okay. We can keep going, and that's the beauty of technology world, even though I don't like it so much. It keeps us connected in this way, so I really do love that about it. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. Do 2 more, please. Then we're going to move on. Still working the right side. Everything we're doing is attacking the right side. 1 more. Okay, so hold it here. We're going to put our weight over our left leg. Our right foot goes out, and then we're coming down. I'm just holding nice and still initially. So make sure your knee's feeling nice and supported there. Arms are going to get a mini break. So your left arm comes down and just touches the waist and feels how rock solid it is. Then your left arm goes back. Right arm, you know I can't get my left and right. We're going to open our heart upward and just stay here. Keep on touching that tight, solid waist, right? We found a dead rat in our patio. I blame my neighbours, new neighbours. They've been growing corn, and rats love corn, if you didn't know. And I think they've thrown poison. So the poor rat came and died in our backyard. And they ate their corn. So let's just, if you can, keeping this angle of your body, if you want, your arms come back. Super strong here. Couple more here. Okay, so we're going to straighten it out, bring our arm down and just find the mat and lift your leg up. So we're going to take the leg back and then we're going to lift it up. Little lift and lower. As you're breathing out, tummy moves in. So I've got a flex foot. That will change shortly. Last 2. Now instead of flex foot, pointed toe, touch down. Four more. Then I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge. So straighten that leg out, flex the foot back down and put the heel down. Now take your arm over without moving yourself too much. Lift the other arm. Hold it. Woo. Fingertips down. Lift the arm straight. Toes, walk your fingers away and then lift off them as well. So if you can, you're staying here, hovering over your knee and foot of the left leg. 4 more breaths, then we have just one last exercise. So bring the fingertips back down, place that foot back down. So push your weight into that right leg so you're feeling balanced. Arm comes up and then lift the arms straight. This is it, just 8 of these. Feel that right side burning. Whew. Last 4. And bring it on in. And just feel that tightness down that right side. Let's have a stretch for it, okay? So take yourself over. If you can't sit comfortably down on your knees like this, just stretch like that, no problem. Switch. Now let's have a quick stretch for the arms. Take your right arm over. Just use the left arm to pull it. Keep it straight. and then switch sides. So don't go anywhere because we still have to do everything on the other side. So if you're not gonna stay with me the whole class, just at least stay with me for this next bit, because you do not want to leave uneven, because you have your right side done, left side not so much. You should feel the difference now, right? So your weight's over we're working on left side now. So just take the right leg over just for the first little bit, remember? So hand onto the thigh, arm lifts, and then boys switch, come down. So this is just stretching out that left side to get it ready. Remember, this gets progressively more challenging. I hope you haven't changed legs. I hope you're doing the same leg as me. I know you are. Because you trust me. You're going to do what I say, right? 2 more. And it's such a short one. Your leg comes in now already. A little bit wider than hip width distance apart. Both arms are up. Breath in, go to the right. Exhale. Hold it here, breath in, and then come back up. Now you've got to keep pushing evenly through both knees. You don't want to take the weight off one knee more and then put it into the right side. You've got to keep both legs down even. Hold breath in, come on down. Hold to breathe in and come back up. A couple more like that. Okay, so hold the arms up. Your weight comes over your right leg, and now your left leg goes out, and we tip our way down from the waist down to that right side. And now this is where our arms get a mini break. Right arm under, left arm behind, open your heart, and then come down a little bit further. So feel that tighten left side now. So everything we're doing is to even out what we did before. So your option is to stay here. If you want more, you open the heart upward, you take the arms backward. I feel like my leg's going to have a cramp in a moment. That sometimes happens. You just bring it in, stand on it, goes away. All right, so bring ourselves centered, bring our arms down, find the mat, hand onto the waist, lift the legs up with the flexed, and then move back with a flexed, perhaps. Exhale back, inhale to the center. A few more. Now point the toe, keep the leg back, and then point down. Touch it down, yeah. Oh, I did the wrong exercise. We were meant to lift it up, not move it back and forth. It doesn't matter. It's still working in the waist. But this one is with what we did before, and this one's actually more effective. So at least I didn't forget this one. 4 more. So keep this leg pointed, bring it in, and we're going to flex the foot and push the weight down in that foot. So you're weighted really strongly in that left leg. Then your arm comes over without moving your torso too much. Whoop, arm comes up. Two more. Oh, open it up, fingertips come down. Lift the arm, lift the leg, walk the fingers away, and stay here. So we only have one exercise after this, and then we'll be even. 4 more. So bring the heel down, bring the arm down, push the weight into the heel, and then lift up the arms. Just 8. So strong. We got 4 more. Last 2. Oh, stretch time. Bring it on in. Heart rate might have elevated a little bit too. So let's stretch the left side first, because that's the side we've just worked as well. And then switch. Now, before I move the screen down even more and lie ourselves on our back, let's do a few planks. And these planks are all going to be attacking the waist, okay? So try and stick with me. Someone's disappeared. They heard the word planks, they're off. So you're on your knees if you need to. Otherwise, up on the foot. Push the hips up. Not doing any movement just yet. Just stay nice and still. You put your eye gaze where it feels best. It might be looking up, it might be looking down. Your neck will tell you where it feels the less tension. Come to the center just to ease yourself to the other side. Push those hips up. Now we are going to give the wrists a break, but not the sideways. So come to center and then gently make your way down onto your elbows and then come to the first side again. And now we're going to go for our bit of elephant trunk. So you're looking up, you're feeding this arm through and you're watching the hand go behind. Inhale, lift it up and you're looking at it as it goes up. And then exhale, bring it through. Just got 4 more on this side, so we're doing 8 on each side. Unless I've already got the counting wrong, which is not beyond me. Let's go for 2 more. The looking part is so crucial. It makes you twist even more from the waist. All right, so bring this arm down to switch to the other side. Looking up, and then feed the arm through. Inhale, lifting up, looking up. Exhale, feed the arm through. You can have your bottom knee down. You can even have both knees stacked down. Still going to work you. I think that's 4, so we've got 4 more. I've been studying with my daughter before I went for my walk this morning. We were doing lots and lots of maths. She's doing pretty good. Can't complain. Do 1 more. I think her spelling is really bad, but at least she can read. Come back to the center. Now listen, we're going to push ourselves up onto our hands and come back to the center, side and front, yeah? So we're back into a higher side exercise. Pull the knee up and just hold here. Now we're going to swap which knee is up. So take this leg behind and then pull the other knee up. We're not holding too long. And bring it back and we're going to swap. So we're coming to the other side. And so we lift the arm, pull the top knee up and just hold still. Keep driving the hips up. We don't hold it too long, so it's pretty doable. Take the leg down. And then switch the bottom legs up. And bring it back. Come to the center. Just stay here. So I'm not going to make us do any more side planks. We're just going to hold here for a moment. And that's it in terms of planks. And then I'm going to lower the screen down. And we'll lie ourselves on the back. Good work. So let's have a quick drink. And then please come down onto your back. Continue on with abs and waist. Right, so we're going to get into some basic abdominal strengtheners. After each one, we're going to get into some boat poses that are going to attack the waist again. Okay, so the basic abdominal strengtheners attack the center abs, but then mixing it up with those boat poses are going to get the waist working. So hold on to your head or your neck. We're lifting up. We're looking at our tummy and just making sure that when we breathe out, stomach moves down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lift up. I made chocolate strawberries yesterday. They were delicious, but I had too many. I can feel them. The girls love them. They thought it was the most amazing thing ever. My husband was like, yeah. It's like, yes, okay. I won't be doing that next Valentine's Day. I'll just do it for me and my girls when we want them. Very, very indulgent. And the thing about me when I make them is I don't just dip in the tip of the chocolate of the strawberry. It's like the whole strawberry's coated and do more. So exhale on this one, coming up, and then come back halfway, and then we rise again. So if you don't want to listen, I'm going to have a bit of a gripe and a whinge now. So you can tune out, otherwise you can listen to me. I was at the supermarket on Saturday. It's not a supermarket I usually go to. Close to home still, and obviously can't go more than 5k away, but I wanted to meet Ramiro at his work for his break. So that we could walk around a bit. So I thought I'd go to the supermarket prior. And went to just look at the frozen section and some of the vegan stuff. Come up and then centimetre back. And I was really disappointed because it's vegan, plant-based, but it had palm oil. And palm oil sort of defeats the purpose of making something plant-based and vegan because it's all about, ripping down those beautiful Borneo forests where the orangutans live to plant these palm plantations. I know this because I've been donating and adopting orangutans for a really long time now. And it's so disappointing because it didn't even say sustainably sourced palm oil, it was just palm oil. Hold it up, team, bring the arms forward, breath in. So I urge you all to look at your packaging and avoid anything with palm oil. Shoulders relaxed, but then, worse than that, move the legs away. Because here in Australia, as you know, lift the arms up on an angle and then come down, exhale. We have a whole lot of food that gets wasted. Like it gets just chucked, so that adds a lot to our carbon footprint. All that stuff that gets put into landfill, basically. So these products, these vegan, plant-based, supposedly good for you products, were all made in China. And I'm thinking, why are we not making those things here in Australia without the palm oil, given we've got so much waste anyway? And you know my stance on China and overfishing in the ocean. And a lot of the produce, the frozen squid and stuff like that, is from China, but it's not actually from China. It's from other waters that they've actually pilfered and made just basically a disaster of the ocean. Come to the other side, and they pack it as made in China. So I urge you also try not to buy, squid and stuff that's made in China when it comes to seafood, because they're really doing some horrible stuff to the ocean around South America, around Asia, I'm sure around Africa too. We've just got to be really mindful if we want to have things in the short term or just have a planet that's going to survive. Okay, rant over. 2 more. All right, so come forward, take a breath in, and really slowly we're going to come back. We'll get into some lower belly, and then we're going to go again from basic abdominal strengtheners. Right, so these will probably work the waist a little bit. Flexing your foot. We're going to take one leg away as you inhale, take it to the side, bring it center, and then bring it in. Other leg. Now what you want to focus is the leg that's not moving. Don't bring it in too close. Okay, so we want to make sure that there's an angle at your hip that's greater than 90 degrees, no less than, okay? Keep it strong. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Couple more like that. So this is really strong in your lower belly, but the leg going out to the side makes you activate the waist. 1 more. All right, bring those heels back down, chin tucks into the chest so your head and shoulder lifted, hold to the head or behind the neck, rise up. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, lift it up. So see the tummy move down as you lift. Go for a few more. So come up on this one, and then come back halfway, and then we rise again. Little lift and lower. It's all about the upper abs, these ones. It does get the deep core ones, as well as those superficial ones. Got two more. Then we're going to go even smaller. So come up on this one and then come back just that centimetre, and then lift again. A tiny lift and lower. Just four more, and then we're going for our roller. So hold this one up for me, please, team. Bring the arms forward. Keep your shoulders relaxed. You can straighten your leg. You can use an elbow. Roll up. Keep those heels down. Let's go. Squeeze it. So sitting tall at the top, shoulders away from the ears. Come back down. Move the legs away so you're feeling nice and supported. Arms come in. Shoulders dropped. And all we're doing is twisting. Side to side. So this is attacking the waist as well. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4. Turn to me and stay there. Stop. Hold it. I'm going to turn the other way and hold. Stay there. Come to the center. Come with a straight arm. Lower back slowly. And let's bring our lower legs in, sorry, to work the lower back, belly, and work the waist as well a little bit. So I'm going to take the leg away, out and in, but keep it there. Stay there. Push that other leg away a little bit, so it's not too close. Two more. Bring the leg in. Whew. So strong. Go away and in. Inhale when the leg goes away. Exhale when the leg comes in. Last 2. And bring it on in. Ooh, let's roll on up. We'll get into a couple of back exercises. We have to even it out after all the strong abs that we've done. The waist will work a little bit in these back exercises. So we're onto all fours. So we've got our knees underneath our hips, our hands underneath the shoulders. Hands are not going to be moving. I think one of these days I'm going to do an arm session, so I'm going to save them a little bit today. So take one leg away with a flexed foot. Inhale, lift up, double toe tap. Tap, tap, elevate. How about New Zealand, hey, as well? Keeps on going, keeps on going. 4 more. 2 more. To the diagonal, out we go. Down, down, lift. So this part here will work the waist because the leg's out of the diagonal. So those oblique muscles right here have to activate. 4 more. Keep it up. Now pull the knee in and back. On the diagonal only. and straighten it out, lower it down, switch sides. So we've got a nice straight leg, flex the foot, inhale, lift the heel, double toe tap. Try and be evenly weighted with both legs, both arms, so we support ourselves, keep our back nice and straight. A few more, then we take it out to the diagonal. To the diagonal we go, go, go. Down, down, lift. Down, down, lift. Squeeze it on in. Two more. Hold it up. Now pull the knee around and then to the diagonal back. So obviously no one has written to me, given me any requests for body parts you want to focus on tomorrow. So it'll be a surprise for you if you join me. Like I said, one of these 2 days I'll be putting an arm session in. I'm just not sure which day yet. 4 more. I've got 2 a day, so it could be any of the sessions. Probably feel when I'm strong enough to do it. Last one. Okay, bring it straight, lower it down. Have a stretch, toes together, knees apart. You are done with the floor work. We are going to come back up to standing and do some more balancing, some different balances. So I'm just going to move this mat back to position. Have a drink of water if you feel like you need it. And then come to the standing position. Take your time getting up. You might feel a little bit dizzy, but that's okay. It will go away with a bit of water. So really strong work, wonderful effort. Let's come to a star and then lift the leg up. So you just feel that tightness. You know your waist has been working, because if you had have done this at the start, you wouldn't have felt much. Now you can feel that tightening because you know you've been working. 4 more. Switch. Come on down, lift on up and lift. Two more. Legs come together. Bring the arms down. Hold on to your right knee with your left hand. Windmill this arm all the way around. And then look back. Bring the arm down. Lower that foot. Switch. So the other leg comes up. Cross it over. Arm comes around. Bring the arm down, bring the leg down. Hands on the waist. I'd like you to step onto your left foot. We're going to tip forward. Arms will come in a moment. What we're going to do is take the leg to the side and then center. When you're ready, arms come out. So the legs are moving to the side and then back to the center. Just 4 more. Works just so intensely in the waist. All right, bring it in. Hands back on the waist. Switch to the other foot. Oh, that's right up, isn't it? So leg goes out and in. Then the arms come into play. Go back.
Amor,
See?
nos estamos viendo al parque de abajo de la residencia, parque pequeño.
Donde la fruta.
Está ubicado abajo de la residencia.
Aquí donde
Sí,
remolacha.
Ah,
Donde la remolacha.
no, es el parque pequeño.
Voy a preparar la comida después que termino. So hold on to this knee, lift it up, and then pick up your foot if you want more. So they're not actually coming back, they're heading to the park. Two more breaths. And bring it on in. We'll switch. So this is our lockdown balance. Just throwing me, I'm thinking of that. Thinking about them. All right, so holding onto the knee or foot, kick it on up. That wouldn't stay long. He's got to go to work today anyway. A few more breaths. Okay, so bring that in, and we'll just do our tree pose, team. So hands either to heart, third eye lifted. Should feel really toned all the way around. We didn't do much back until the end. We did a little bit on our knees at the start when we were tipping forward. But fantastic session today. I really enjoy working the waist. It's one of my favourite muscle groups to attack. 2 more breaths here. We're going to switch. So bring the arms down, come to the other leg. If you're new to doing online sessions with me, just know I've got a very bad computer, which I've had since before lockdown, never thinking I'd be live streaming. So that's the reason that it's pretty fuzzy coming through for you. It's because I've just got a crap computer. It's an Acer. Pick up if you can. So bring the arms down, release the foot, hip width distance apart, shoulders all the way around. And just to release through the waist, swing yourself side to side, just let the arms wrap. A few more. And shake it on out. Thanks so much for joining me. I will be here tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. So I will see you then, if not the day after. Bye, guys.